I'm a nurse. I got
Actually,
you.
well, on one hand, I've been more sassy because I'm sick.
Really? I feel like you've been really
coldness.
like light
No,
tonight.
she doesn't like me. But
No, it's not that I don't like you. I want you to. No.
oh,
No, it's not that I don't like you. Please don't, misunderstand me. Like, I want
Oh, no.
us all to see that we're, morally sick, and it's not just casting.
He's just actually
and
sick.
judging one
fucking
person.
sick.
I'm
Did you hear
sick.
that?
And
He's just physically
yes.
sick.
And the cure is Jesus, and he died for your sins, my sins, and he resurrected to make you born
went to
again.
Catholic
Wait,
school.
can we?
I'm a
I
sinner.
feel
Wait,
like
hold on. Let's stick to the
Okay.
vulgar.
yeah. Let's go
I'm
back.
so sorry, but
After hour, whatever.
Go back on S
We
on
did
D.
4 hours of Christ.
is it okay if we can leave early? Because I'm like,
Wait, we
conversation.
really need your
The whatever
input
after dark.
on the pussy eating topic.
I'm
I
going
really-
to leave.
Wait, no. Wait, just
No.
stay.
Wait, okay.
Stay a
Get
little
to
bit.
it.
We're almost. I think we're almost finished.
Is this going to be
Wait,
the rest of the
which
topic
way?
throughout the podcast?
No, we're gonna move on pretty soon.
The look at the camera. The look at the camera.
Questions.
Tomato.
The whores over here.
I might have to leave early.
Wait.
She's
I
being
took
nauseous.
3
can move
Tylenols
over.
and I
We
still
can
have
move
a
over.
fucking headache.
So I am gonna try to wrap in like 15 minutes if you think you can power through.
We'll stop talking.
Wait, do you
about
want to leave because they are just talking about the most vulgar?
We're vulgar
topic?
humans.
I'll talk
Sorry.
about
I'm-
Are we
I'm
making
this-
you uncomfortable?
I'm this
I'm
innocent-
not.
We're not trying.
I'm not
to make
judging
you
you guys. It's just the
uncomfortable.
nature of the topic. It's just I don't know. Like I'm like.
You knew. Hold on. Let me
think
just
it's
say
making her
something.
feel sick.
I need to say something.
The nature of the
Wait.
topic, you did all this shit.
Even if I did it, I'm a born again Christian, and if there's a conviction, and I'm not okay with this topic, and I'm not judging anybody, saying like I'm better than this topic.
Or you got to work on your constitution a little bit. Like
the nature
you,
of the topic.
you asked. To
You
be
even
on-
said it was nauseous yourself. Like I don't know
It's
why.
his
Yeah,
you're
but you
podcast,
know,
it's
the
not
thing
yours.
is that
This
I'm
is
willing to
podcast.
still engage in the worldview. And the reason I'm still willing to engage in the worldview is because, as I've told you before, your ineffective Protestant prattling bullshit doesn't work. And what does work is meeting people where they're actually at, even if they're fucking degens.
Andrew, see,
I'm
you're
a
that
degen.
attitude
I am
right
a
there.
degen. I need
He
you to
doesn't eat
stay.
pussy. He's a
Ah, it's
no.
the attitude. It's the way you
but
said it. I'm a
literally
born-again
awful.
Christian. Just shut up. Your virtue signaling is sickening. It's sickening.
Wait.
That's
Meet
Would
them
you
where
not-
they're at and actually give some pushback instead of this pathetic, oh, I just can't handle it. Give me a break. How many, did
if
you
the
ride
rest-
like 100 dicks and you're worried about them having a conversation about vagina? It's ridiculous.
I think
Give
that was Cheyenne.
pushback. Be on our team for once.
that's a
I
lot
thought that
of
was funny.
assumptions.
I thought that was funny.
That's a
I
lot
love
of
you, Cheyenne.
assumptions,
You're my,
that you're
I love you
making
too,
that I
Cheyenne.
didn't
you're my,
make.
you're my
Yeah,
homie.
Cheyenne's cool. You guys are cool.
Cheyenne's a fucking homie.
I like that you
What's
guys
up?
don't judge us and like call us like
Yeah,
whores,
'cause
like we're gonna go to hell.
I feel
and
like-
stuff.
Bro, what the fuck
We're
are
all
you guys doing?
We're all friends. Girl power.
Could we like disclose
He's
our
so grossed
religion?
out by this.
I gotta do all that.
Wait,
Sugar
so
daddies unite.
I love you all.
in a relationship though, would you not have like you wouldn't have a conversation about oral sex with a partner? You wouldn't. You
Of
wouldn't.
course, in a relationship, in a marriage, but we're talking about outside the context of marriage. And I don't know what virtue signaling Andrew is talking about. I'm feeling like the physical effects of it right now. I can't.
We were just talking
feeling
about
the physical
personal
effects.
experience.
So if the rest of the podcast is going to be about that, I mean, I'm not going to, I might just head out here. Like,
Are you?
I just don't want to.
Castle.
I don't want to partake in the conversation.
Well, that's
you just,
awesome.
like,
Go
not-
ahead,
it's just
leave.
talking
I'll
about
stay, in
it.
I'll stay in the trenches while all the Christians flee again.
What if you just don't comment on it? Is it like still like?
I mean, I
a
had
problem?
to listen to the like stuff that I didn't feel so
We
comfortable
supported
speaking.
you
Yeah,
guys
me too.
talking
I'm an
about,
atheist,
you know,
and I
talking
listened to
about-
that
We
whole.
talked,
Right here, we
we've been
talked
talking
about
about
a
this
lot.
topic for like 10 minutes.
And, like, we're just
come
joking
on,
around
we're just
about
having a little
sexual stuff.
levity.
Yeah, we're being like so
We're having a
lighthearted
little
about it.
levity
We're not like we're
conversation
not trying
at
to
the
like
end of
make
the
you feel
podcast.
uncomfortable.
I don't think you guys are making me feel uncomfortable. That's not what I'm saying. I don't think
I
you
think
guys are
that is
like
what you're saying.
no. I don't think that you guys are
Lighthearted.
intentionally having this conversation to make me uncomfortable.
Well, you feel uncomfortable nevertheless.
But I feel like
But I
sex
feel
is a gift from
uncomfortable, of
God.
course.
I
Like,
see.
It is.
Can't we
Sex,
enjoy
sex
it?
is a gift from God in the sense
You
of
wanna-
marriage.
You want to
Like
talk about
sex
this?
and
Are we
May
gonna
I
have
say
another
something?
meta
No,
conversation
no.
about?
I like for me it's interesting because like I feel like I'm a feeler. I feel everything. So like
feel.
I feel her and like I
Empath.
Yes, very much. Like I was almost when I saw you earlier, I was almost crying. Like I'm
Oh my
feeling,
God, this meta
it's so,
conversation is so
so-
fucking
He wants to
terrible.
talk about sex. Look at him. He's on cough medicine right now.
Let's talk about sex.
I get horny on cough
sex,
medicine
baby.
too. I get you.
Yeah, not to
I'm
shame
on
you or
a
anything. I'm
lot
not trying to like
too.
make anyone feel ashamed.
You're
You
on a
know.
lot.
So basically, like I
There's so much
personally,
woman prattle. Calm down, one at a time. One at a time.
so I personally
You're
don't
gonna
feel
ruin vaginas,
convicted
man.
of
What do you
leaving.
expect?
But if she does, I feel like we should respect that. But I personally don't feel convicted. So because everyone's convictions are different. So I feel like we shouldn't pressure her to
we should
stay
respect what?
if she wants to leave.
Oh, if she wants to leave,
Yeah,
sure,
we're not
but-
telling her
You
she
are
can't leave.
absolutely allowed to. No one's telling you not to leave.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I feel, Andrew just attacked me for wanting to leave.
No,
so.
he's not.
I don't think he attacked you.
I gotta be honest.
Well,
Like,
maybe a little
I'm gonna try to say this in the nicest way possible. Like, you need to strengthen your constitution a little bit because you've been, and I'm not saying this to attack you. You've been very whiny the entire episode. Do you agree?
That I've been
And I'm not
whining?
saying that to attack you, but you've been kind of whiny.
I don't think I've been whining.
You've had meta conversations about the podcast and whining about certain things that people say, and it's like a little whiny.
You mean like
we're talking about
disagreement?
We're talking about oral sex. It's like
This is a dating podcast. These things come up. You know what I mean? Like it's not doesn't mean that we're bad people or we're against Christ.
We're being really
or-
light about it.
I think that it's just everyone should just probably like look at where they're going and see if like this is like their cup of tea, and if like they're gonna be put in a uncomfortable situation, that they should just not even go there, because most of the time, most of the people in this table, they did want to talk about what you're feeling uncomfortable at, and you're making this whole like 10-20 minute about how you're not feeling comfortable about it, but it's like I had to sit here and like literally like be in a negative headspace because you're talking about God and like a whole bunch of things that
I wanna
don't
say
feel
this.
comfortable speaking about, and it doesn't mean that I don't believe in God or anything. Like I believe a lot of things that you're saying, but it's just it's not the right time and place. Like you're here, you know what the whatever podcast is, and that's it. Like it's just I just think that maybe for the next time if you're going on a podcast, like understand what their like topics are and stuff, and like and you're such a nice girl and I love it, but it's just like damn, I can't tell you I was probably like in a bad headspace for 3 hours because you wanted to talk about things that I didn't care about talking about religion here. I wanted to have a good time, and it was just like I felt like it was just like you wanted to like make your points about it, and it was a little whiny. But of course, I respect you, and you're such a lovely girl. But I think next time just kind of read and just do your investigation as for where you're showing up. You know what I mean? Like you don't go to a house music club and if you only like rap, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna have a bad time. So you just don't do that. So.
But this will give you experience for your next podcast.
Yeah.
You'll have a thicker skin.
Yeah, thank you.
And then you'll know like how to like handle it on your next one.
Just make sure to read the room too, because
Yeah, and I know that we only have like 15 minutes left, and I was just thinking, okay, if this is kind of the rest of the topic, I might have nothing to contribute to that, and it's
So you could
not
just
making me comfortable. So I
politely
just
sit there and just.
wanted to kind of, if I can leave early. I also, I have like an
But we
illness,
sat here
so
the whole
I-
podcast while you said what you had to say, and we're just having like a light-hearted conversation at the end. And I understand it might make you uncomfortable, but not everybody believes in God and Jesus. I'm not
doesn't
saying I
matter.
don't.
Just let her go.
But we let you
Yeah, I was
say
just-
what you had to
I
say.
feel like-
You know what I mean?
I feel like I'm just
It's
saying
good
like
rule.
I'm,
Good rule of thumb
I'm
in the
tired.
future if
Can't
you're
you
going to be
just
in the
let her go?
trenches doing this kind of thing. Coomers be coomin, and degens are degenerate. So you should expect that degens are going to say degen shit. That's what they do because they're fucking degens.
It's us.
Like, learn this.
Degenerate
Learn
OnlyFans
this.
girls
or
right here,
I would,
okay?
I
We're
would
gonna see
highly
some shit.
recommend that you
We wanna be ourselves.
run and tuck down,
Always
tail
gonna be
between the legs, and run out of the trenches as fast as possible.
Yeah,
because
maybe.
the thing is some of us do want to engage, and it is important that
You can
this
DM
is
her.
a part of culture. God help
Do
us
you wanna
all,
DM
but
her?
it is.
Yeah, he does.
God help us all, but it is part of the culture.
we're virgins and we're enjoying this topic.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and
If she's,
like
if she's uncomfortable,
But if
then
she
she
wants
and if
to
they
go,
believe what they were
listen, she should
preaching,
go.
or
And then we
what
can
she was
continue
preaching
talking
earlier,
about
it's like
what we're talking
no
about.
judgment
Yeah.
zone. She can't judge me for having
but
my
I don't
topics
think
of.
she's judging you. I think she
degenerate
just wants
shit.
to
I'm
leave.
not judging you.
I
I'm
think
just
she
saying.
just wants to
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
because she's not wanting this
it's not just the
conversation
fact-
anymore.
It's not just the conversation. Like I have an illness and I'm tired.
Oh,
and I need
yeah.
to go.
Oh, no.
So,
Okay, let's have after dark, whatever after
Let
dark.
the baby
I was
girl
just
go.
wondering if I would be able to leave early.
You can.
But if we have 15 minutes left and there's like,
I mean, I can see if there's
Another-
any notes that I can direct towards you that you
Twitter, pull it up.
provided.
What about Instagram?
What about Instagram?
Just pull up the link.
Pull up everyone's Twitters and Instagrams.
Do not
Bios, I love
don't
it.
want- I
Read
don't
our
want-
bios.
Don't do that with me, please.
Okay.
Read
I mean,
Brittany
yeah,
Chris's bio.
Don't do that.
It's probably about plants. We like
Hold on, I'm
plants.
just looking at the notes.
She always does that.
Her,
She's like my sister.
this one.
But she's
Oh,
not.
sorry.
It's okay.
She's literally me, and you guys are each other. We're each other.
Sorry, being.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry.
No, I don't know her. I just met her right now.
eating in my stomach, inside my body.
No.
It's just eating.
If I didn't, I'm trying to find the notes, but who said somebody? I don't know if it was Cheyenne or Claire said something about unconditional love.
I might have said that about parents with like a killer child.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I think that was something like that.
Read more bios. That was good.
I
Okay.
should post on
Read
Twitter.
more
Pull everyone's bios up. I just want to see what they say.
Hold on, let's read this. Andrew, do you want to read this? Andrew?
Says, Andrew, you've lost your witness. Christ did not ask the woman at the well to rate herself. He offered a new life. Your words drip of pride, berating these sisters in Christ
Who's this
for
man?
gotchas is so weak. Well, I'll tell you what I need.
It's true.
What I need is for people who aren't complete weaklings to actually engage with the degens. That's what I need. What I don't need is these weak-willed, right, weaklings to come on and try to represent us in probably the worst time that I've ever seen for degeneracy ever. Because they're concerned about all the same activities they themselves have done, concerned about hearing it again. Like we don't know that degenerates are going to be degenerates. So you know what? You can take that super chat and you can shove it up your ass, because I'm right. And we all know I'm right.
Andrew, I have never once heard you preach the gospel this entire podcast.
You know,
If you
again,
believe that that's
why
the
would you preach? Why would you preach
Is
the
he
gospel
Catholic?
to people who have no understanding of what you're saying?
Because
They
the
only
gospel is what
understand secular
saves.
values. So what you do is you break down their secular values and then you give them a replacement.
But you don't
Preaching
give the
to people,
replacement.
you're going to preach to these fucking degenerates? They don't give a shit. They don't care. You can't reach them
Awful
that way.
language. This is
You
not
think,
the
you
love
think
of
you're
Christ.
better at this than me? I've been doing this for years. I'm
Christ has
highly skilled
never
at it. You know how
called
many
people-
DMs I get from different people saying, holy shit, thank you? I've never heard this before. Why, your weak ass is about to run out of the room the last 15 of the home stretch? Weak.
I just want to say he doesn't represent what we believe. being
You're
born
damn
again.
right I don't represent.
Doesn't represent-
I represent
I
something
know he
that's
does not
actually
represent
powerful.
Christ's
You're
energy.
fucking
Okay.
weakling. You should get out of here. I'm kicking you off for Brian. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, what is your religion? Like, what do you believe in?
Jehovah's Witness.
I'm an Orthodox Christian. I don't represent Orthodoxy. I represent my own worldview, and I make secular arguments so I can break down secularist ideology.
What kind of Christian are you?
I'm sorry?
What kind of Christian are you?
I'm a Protestant. I'm a
Okay.
Baptist.
And you're unorthodox. Okay.
He's
They're
an
definitely
Orthodox
different.
Christian. Yeah.
Orthodox? Okay.
All right, let's read some chats. Okay, we got Dendaha. Can somebody read this? Do you want to read this one?
I can't see the computer.
What is that?
You want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Fuck. Okay. Doesn't relieve stress. It's isolation. 34-year-old man with no relationship. Is that supposed to say
Experience. Oh, put it back on.
Sorry. I don't know. Always going to fuck to relieve
Porn.
the stress of isolation. I found myself, in self-harm trap. Justify me one. No,
It's a lot to
Have
unpack.
someone else read it.
Dendaha, thank you for the thing.
I tried.
Can we talk about like our worst Tinder experience? Or
Hold
something?
on, I gotta
But I think this is why a lot of these
Hold
men
on.
come to our OnlyFans for like
Hold
some
on.
sort of like
stop.
Pleasure.
Stop. Destiny, I don't know if this is the Destiny Stephen Bonnell, a dating podcast. What a joke. Brian's entire MO is find contradictions in the women's life and air out and clown on them with his vitriolic community. Andrew, why do you put logic aside for faith? Andrew, do you think this
Funny,
is...
if it were the Destiny, then that would be his exact same MO as well as a debater would be to find contradictions in the worldview, like I do in his when I'm wrecking him in a debate.
funny.
Also, on top of that, to the previous chat, can you read the end of it real quick, Brian?
Andrew, why do you put logic aside for faith?
Well, okay, so logic also requires faith. That's what's so funny. But this aside, everything requires faith.
in what?
Or,
Are you in the room right now?
In God? Like what,
Wait,
faith in
let's
what?
not-
God?
No.
Religion?
How do you know you're in the room right now speaking?
It's a
You just have faith that that's
It's a
true, or do
Truman
you
Show.
know it?
I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
have
You don't
faith
know.
in
You just have faith.
something. I get it.
I doubt it's the. I don't think it's the actual destiny.
I believe you're all in my simulation right now, and I created all of you.
But I mean, it is.
Do you have faith that that's true?
Sort of, yeah. I was a Catholic. I went
Hold
to
on, let me
Catholic
get
school.
through this.
But you don't want to even go there with me.
For the whole panel, but especially the OF ladies,
episode.
God loves you. He's just waiting for you to love him.
Thank you.
I love him.
Thank
I
you,
love
thank
you.
you, Fitch.
Love
Appreciate
Fitch.
it.
XOXO.
Subscribe. I'll be busy tomorrow.
Can you read this one?
Who? Do not ask me again.
Come
Shout out
on.
from no. You know it's your turn.
Shout out from that Alabama area to pro-choice people. What would it take you to change your mind on the issue? I've noticed biological facts that don't convince you. I'm an agonistic pro-lifer. Preparing. I can't see because of this thing.
I think that's
preparing myself to be underwhelmed.
Thank you,
Andrew,
Aaron
I love you.
Chambers. Thank you, Aaron Chambers. Appreciate it.
Well, pro-lifers.
Hang on.
This is like
you
a heavy
didn't read
topic.
the hashtag.
I
you didn't
said
read the
hashtag
hashtag of
Andrew, I love
Andrew,
you.
I love you.
Andrew,
You
we
didn't
love
read
I
the
said
hashtag.
that, but I said
This
it
is a heavy
a
topic.
little bit backwards. I said Andrew, I love you hashtag, but I meant to say hashtag I love you or whatever. Hashtag Andrew,
Anyway,
I
no,
love
that I
Hashtag
can
Andrew.
almost guarantee you, by the way, that was not the real Destiny. I don't think that he would ever send in
That he
some sort of
loves you?
super chat asking. No, the one before asking about looking for contradictions in a person's worldview. That's kind of what his MO is. So, but that aside, to the pro-life question, what is your guys' view on pro-life, pro-choice? I think that's what he's getting at first.
You want to start, Ray?
the fuck, dude.
What's your view?
I mean, that's how it's always been.
I think that like we should be allowed to abort if we have to. Like if we're in a situation where we cannot have that child, I think that we should be allowed to abort it.
Okay, next.
As a nurse who's actually held babies at 22 weeks, I feel like we're not educated on what a fetus looks like at certain weeks because me and my uneducated mindset back in the day maybe would think that wasn't a life. So I believe that if you're going to have an abortion, you better have an abortion very early on. I don't agree. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I feel like people need to like educate themselves because I've actually seen what life looks like at certain ages because that's what I did for a living. And I feel like people don't understand or know it. So if you actually knew what your baby looked like at this many weeks, I feel like a lot of women in general would never have an abortion. So at this age in my life, I don't know if you would.
You're
I would
pro-life,
for
essentially.
sure have a fucking abortion. Are you kidding me?
I'm pro-life up to a certain amount of weeks. Like if it was maybe like 4 to 6 weeks, okay, do that. But after that, I feel like people don't understand
what if you
goes
got
on.
like? I'm
So
not
then
going to
this
say the
brings
word,
up
but
and
This
begs
is a
an
whole
interesting
topic. Like
question.
it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a big topic.
Don't go there with me.
Wait, really quick, going around the table. Who here's on birth control? Starting with you.
oh,
You are.
I'm not.
Oh, I'm not.
No, I was on it for 6 years, but I got off a few years ago.
Never was on it.
Never been on it.
Nope.
These microphones.
I'm
are
on it.
fucked. Congrats. I guess.
it
Or not.
expired
What does
last
that mean?
month.
Or not.
IUD.
There's actually a lot of bad things about it.
Shouldn't
But
be
anyways.
taking it.
Yep. True.
You
I
get
don't
cancer later in life. There's
I
a lot
just
of
don't
studies
give a
on it.
fuck.
Okay, I'm trying to think what we had to. I think we saw something on one of your profiles. It says that I think it's on your OF. It says you have a your natural body what?
My body's natural. So I only had a breast lift, and like I had really big boobs, and I had them reduced and lifted, and my body's natural. The rest of it,
No BBL?
no.
No any lipo? Anything on
Never.
the belly? Lip
No.
filler?
I've had my lips